Hey, Trump supporters, I just found out we don't have to blame Joe Biden anymore for those hurricane victims only receiving $750 checks, y'all. We ain't got to do that. I got up on the interwebs and did a little research. It's easy to do. You got the interwebs, don't you? You do, because you're right here on the social medias. It's real easy to do. And hey, look, you can use the Google. Don't tell anybody if it embarrasses you, okay? That you are learning things, all right? It's okay. Anyway, I found out that he wants to give them people more money too. He wasn't happy about that $750. And see, what had happened is just before that hurricane happened, Congress was holding a vote on increasing funding for FEMA, and every single Republican voted no on that, is what had happened. Well, see, now then that the hurricane has happened, Joe Biden's been reaching out to Commander Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House of Gilead there, and he has been telling him, hey, call Congress back in session and have another vote, increase funding for FEMA so that we can give these poor people more money. Well, Speaker of the House of Gilead, Commander Mike Johnson there, he's not taking Joe Biden's calls because he don't want to come back and hold that vote and give them people more money. That's exactly what's happening there, patriots. So blaming Joe Biden's the wrong thing to do, especially Kamala Harris, y'all. We can't blame her for that. I mean, just because she's running for president don't mean we can blame her for that. I mean, she's just the vice president. We like to talk about the Constitution a lot. We should read it sometime. See, because she don't enact policies because she's the vice president. And we would know that, y'all. Hey, what happened whenever you was a kid? Did the television signals not make it all the way to your house? Because you missed out on a whole lot of Schoolhouse Rock. I'm just a bill, yes, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. You remember that song, don't you? There was other songs too, like Conjunction Junction, what's your function? That one taught you how to write and read. So anyway, missed out on a whole lot of Schoolhouse Rock, and it's made us dumb because of that, y'all, because we would know things like that, and we wouldn't get out here on social medias and embarrass ourselves saying stupid things about things that we don't know nothing about. So anyway, that Joe Biden, he's been trying to increase that funding for those poor people. Now, he ain't going to make them whole. The U.S. government ain't going to make them whole and buy them all brand new houses because the United States government ain't an insurance company. No, damn sure ain't. It's just a government. That's all it is. Now, if you're advocating for the government to step in and buy them people all brand new houses and stuff like that, well, then what you're advocating for is socialism. That's what you're doing, is socialism. Now, if you don't like socialism, then you don't want to do that. Now, I got the feeling that a bunch of us do like us some socialism, as long as that socialism's going to people who look like us. But if that money is going to somebody who don't look like us, we hate us some socialism. I think that's a lot of what's going on here. There, patriots. So, now, another thing I need to clear up here is that they ain't doing nothing, that FEMA ain't doing nothing. Yep, FEMA's doing what FEMA does. See, we don't know what FEMA does or how FEMA works. Let me explain it real quick. They set up a headquarters there in the affected areas, and what they do is distribute money and resources. That's their job. They don't have boots on the ground with people out there with the shovels and bulldozers, things like that. No, they don't do that. They set up offices and they distribute money and resources and make sure it goes to the people who need it. That's what FEMA does, and FEMA's doing its job. It's a shame it don't have more money, though, huh? Maybe we should blame Republicans for that when we go to the ballot box this year. So anyway, that's what's going on now. As far as there ain't nobody out there helping, yeah, there's National Guard units from all over the country. They're helping right now, assisting. The Marine Corps is actually there right now. So anyway, there's a bunch of misinformation going on out there, and I think it's because we're playing politics with a natural disaster, because we're running up on an election right now, and we need our orange messiah, Donald F. and Trump, back in the White House for some reason. He ain't going to make it, y'all. He ain't going to the White House. And like I said, if you don't like the things that our government is doing, remember who's in charge of our government right now, and that is Republicans, because they haven't done anything to help middle-class working people in 40 years, and we keep voting for them anyway. They're not going to change. They want trillions of dollars of tax cuts for the wealthy. That's what they want. That's it, period. Deregulation, make it easier on the rich. They don't care about us, and they're showing it to us right now when they say we don't want to increase the funding for FEMA, when they know that there's thousands of family members and people who are displaced right now. So anyway, let's stop spreading misinformation about what things are going on out there, because we don't know what we're talking about now. And if we do know that we don't know what we're talking about, and we're spreading this misinformation, then we have zero integrity, and we probably shouldn't vote in this election because we're voting for the wrong reasons. Inmate Trump 2024.